Hey, good people. All right, so today I want to talk about something very important, and it's called identity. It might sound cliche, yeah, whatever, but we have to talk about it. And why do we have to talk about it? And you may be able to ask me, hey, what does this have anything to do with me being broken and being unburdened, and how is this going to help me with my problems? And you'll see. I want you to do a little exercise, be open with me, and let me tell you that you won't grow unless you're real with yourself. So put your pride down, put it all away. This is for you. All right, so I want you to close your eyes for a second. All right, think about a time when you were free. Think about a time when you were full of wonder, adventure, of life. Like, you know how kids, they run and they play and they're just so full of just energy and just this awe and wonder of life. I want you to think about that. And as you're thinking, I want you to remember what that feels like. That freedom, that love, that awe, that wonder. Little words called hope that a lot of us have let go of. All right. Now, if you have never felt this way because you've been through so much growing up, or because you have just had a really rough life, the goal is to get you there. All right. It's true and it's real. And at some point of your life, I'm pretty sure you felt that way. And you maybe have not let that hope come in because you have been so used to being let down. And I want you to think about how sad that is and how we want to grow from that. Now, if you've experienced that before, I want you to stir up that hope inside of you to say, you know what, I want to get there again. And is it possible? Yes. Yes, it is. You know, I thought of myself at every point of my life because of the experiences that I've been through. I've let them label me. You know, I've thought that I was worthless, right? Because so many people are like, oh, you're good for nothing, or they place their hurt on me, you know. I've heard people, you know, tell me really mean things like, you're not going to make anything out of yourself. You don't know what you want to do with your life. So I felt a lot of times I felt rejected, mostly because I'm an introvert, and some of it I've done it myself, but I felt rejected, and I feel like, you know, people just don't want to be around me, don't want to be with me. Now that I'm grown, yeah, it's a different story, but before, that's how I felt. You know, I let my experience being divorced, right? Oh man, the first thing that came to my head is like, man, I'm another stereotype. I am 21, you know, going through a divorce. I'm not 21 anymore. I'm 21 going through a divorce, and nobody wants me anymore. I'm used. You know, who wants to be with someone that's been used? And maybe you have a lot of sexual experiences with different people, and maybe you yourself feel used. And you're like, nobody wants to be with me. So you let go of that part of yourself and say you no longer care, but you do. I let my sexual assault make me feel like I'm dirty. You know, like, what is wrong with me? Like, what could cause someone to want to look at me that way? What could I have done different? You know, blaming myself. You know, so I want you to know right now that you are not what you have been through. The only way that you're going to get out of this is if you put in your head, I am not what I've been through, and I am going to be better. And I'm not going to let my experiences label me and define me for the rest of my life. And maybe some of you have allowed your experiences and what people have said about you to define who you are, to view yourself as less than, as not good enough. But I want to tell you today, I need you to open Pandora's box, and this journey is going to be difficult. You know, this journey is going to cause you to look at hurts that you have put away for a very long time, and it's going to cause you to cry, and it's going to cause you to be emotional if you're honest with yourself, and if you want to grow and get to that point of freedom on the other side. I want you to know that there's a difference between a victim and a victor. Whenever you go through things, whenever you go through life experience, you can choose to be a victim. Jocelyn, how can I choose to be a victim? Yeah, I didn't choose to be a victim when I was divorced, or when I was sexually assaulted, or when I went through this with my family, and when I felt like less than. How do I choose to be a victim, Jocelyn? What are you telling me? You choose to be a victim when you say, why is this happening to me? I don't know why this is. Those are things that you can't control. So you choose to stay a victim. Yes, at one point you were victimized, but you are not a victim. All right. A victor says, how can I grow from this? How can I be better? How can I use this experience to launch me and cause me to pour all of me into other people to help them grow? You can't help others until you've helped yourself. All right. So I want to give you an exercise. This is just the beginning of identity. Who do you say you are? Are you saying about yourself what others have said about you? Or are you growing from that? Are you better than that? Do you want to be better? Maybe you are those things that people have said about you. Maybe there's some truth to them. Do you want to change that? All right. So welcome to Broken and Unburdened. We're going to grow from that. We're going to talk. This is going to be a series. I'm going to talk about topics. Throw them at me. Mention them in the comments. Tell me things that you want to talk about. Things that you want to overcome. And we're going to definitely talk about this journey. But number one is identity. Who are you? Are you a victim? Are you a victim? Who do you say you are? And for all those who are doing the group or who want to grow from this and are joining, I have a little exercise that will help you grow. I'll never talk about something and won't give you an exercise to apply because I'm very practical. I want you to write down all the negative things people have said about you. I want you to circle those that resonate within you, that you have allowed yourself to believe about yourself. Okay? And next to it, the ones that you have circled, write why. Why does it resonate with you? I want you to write down all the negative experiences that you have been through and all those negative feelings that it has marked you with. So you can see there's so much negative. I want you to see that. But I also want you to write down a positive thing that you want to see come out of those things. I want you to write down something positive next to those negative things that you've circled and next to those experiences and what you want to grow from. That's the hard part. It causes you to think differently. So thank you guys for watching. Like my page, Broken and Unburdened. Subscribe, join the private group to talk about things in further detail. But thank you so much, y'all. Be blessed.